it's Iesha. I have a journal share, and this one is for a swap. It's for a Facebook group, Junk Journals Canada, and my partner, she likes the color purple. She loves calla lilies, so I printed off a little calla lily with my sprocket for the front. And I kind of just winged it and kind of did a different style and everything, I have to say. It's kind of a mixture of nature, like birds, and also flowers as well. So I found some book pages to add in there, a lot of coffee or tea stained papers, and also there is digital kit from Color Tree Creations. It's called Birdsong, that I printed off, and I will show you near the end of the video of the file so you can see what it looks like, and then I'll share a link as well so you can go and check out her Etsy store and download it if you'd like. Yeah, so this cover is it's not 6x9, it's a little bit under. It is 8 3/4 by 5 3/4, and the spine on this one is 2.5. So, and it's fabric as well, so it's really different than what I've been doing for the longest time. Usually I'm painting the covers, doing a little bit of mixed media on it, but this one I went with fabric, and I used some metal embellishments that I got from AliExpress. These I think are from Walmart, these book corners. But yeah, like on the spine, I put one there, and there's 3 signatures, and I'm not too sure what the stitch is, but I thought it was really pretty, something just basic, and it wasn't hard to do at all. Then the requirements was to have a tassel, and I've never done one before, so this was new to me. So I will show you a little bit of a close-up. My apologies for the shadows. I don't have my other light set up. I have beads, there's rickrack in there, lace, ribbon, leftover fabric from the cover, paper bead, there is a bird cage, metal embellishment, bird cage, and a key. So I just kind of found things to put together on here, and this is actually some metal pieces. There's 3 pieces on here, and I glued it really, really well. And then this is a homemade enamel dot. Another fellow Canadian, Constance, she sent me some of those, so I added that on there because my partner likes the color purple, so do I, which was awesome. Okay, kind of did a little collage on the front. This is from Color Tree Creations, and so is this one. This I printed out on my sprocket, online picture, and this actually comes out, so she can write a date or whatever she'd like on there. And this is seam binding. There's a little hitch post. I got these from AliExpress. So in the inside there is lots of lace on the edges. I used my little tiny sewing machine. It just does a straight stitch, but it worked out perfect. Here I have a library pocket. I got these from J9 Scraps, and I used a stencil with my Distress ink and vintage photo to add a little bit of something on there. And then here is a glassine bag, and I just added this from Color Tree Creations printout from her digital kit. Added that in there. And I embossed this also to put it through my embossing folder. And these glassine bags came from J9 Scraps as well. Here's a little bird paper clip. Here's pages from a kid's book, and I left it where it could be folded open, folded close. Just added a little paper to journal on, because there's a lot of the text right here. And there's a bit of stamping in through here. This is like a drawer liner, maybe? I'm not too sure. I found this in my father-in-law's house, so I have a bunch of it, and I took it. He doesn't need it. This is from Color Tree Creations. Here's some tea or coffee stained. I'm not sure which. There's graph paper. This is some more from Color Tree Creations. Don't believe this is in the kit. This is it was something that I had won actually. So I just added those in. It's blank on the other side. I just distressed the edges. This pocket here is actually left over from the inside of the cover. There's a couple pieces that I just added in to get it used up. This is from Color Tree Creations. I had a little lace at the top. I think I sewed that on. Yes, I did. There's another from Color Tree Creations. And these little corner flip-ups, tucks, whatever you call them. These came from Color Tree Creations as well. It's just a blank tag. I may add something on there. But this is from T, and it has like a little quote on it. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous Aristotle. That was really cute. And this is just some paper that looks like homemade paper, and I tea stained that one. And then in these I used that stencil again. Here's from that flower book. Okay, and here is a pocket. I used some tracing paper, and I had used this for another project so I could do an image printed on it through my printer. So this was just some cut off. So I made a little pocket, and there is some of the little, I can't remember what they're called, but you throw them up in the air and they kind of spiral like little helicopters. I had kept some, so I thought that was kind of different to add in there. And this is from Color Tree Creations. I think it's one of the free things that she had sent to me. And this is, well, Angie called it an oops paper. I printed her digital kit, and then I had printed the back side upside down, so I used some of that throughout, kind of use it up. So I glued that on and then stitched around with my little sewing machine. And this is a stamp. I thought it'd be perfect to add in here. It's purple, and it's actually unused, but yeah, it's a Canada stamp. Here's one of the embellished paper clips that I made, and it's like that. I had fun making those. I'd like to actually just sit down and make a whole bunch of them. And this was from one of the digital papers that I had accidentally printed wrong, so I just fussy cut it and put it on there. Just kind of layered some stuff on top. This is Color Tree Creations. All of the images are, there's another one, that one. I really like those birdies. She calls them three amigos. Here is the middle of the signature. I didn't add anything to the strings, but you could definitely add some hearts. I actually had another one of those oopsie papers, and I cut it out to kind of make like a ghost pocket. I can't remember her name, but I've seen her do this in some of her journals. She does a lot of calico collage journals, and I copied that idea. I love that idea, so I did that as well on this side too. This is tracing paper that's been tea dyed, and I embossed it. Embossing folder and a little piece of paper. So there's a little envelope. Some of these images are so pretty. Here is the other part of that flower book. I made little ruffles using tracing paper. Sewed them with my little sewing machine, and there is a little bit of like tulle. I don't know, I found it in my scrap junk bag of different ribbons and fabrics and all that, so I added that. Just a bit of stamping. And this is another image from Color Tree Creations digital kit. I just added it on there. And this is a little tuck as well. I just made a little tuck with one of the images. And just coffee or tea, I'm not too sure. Just an index card. It's the other side of the paper. And with this one I kind of made a little fold out. I just didn't want to cut these pages, so I just folded them because the images were really pretty. the end of the first signature. This is the second one. Another little bird paper clip. Here is just note paper. It says enjoy the little things. And this is from Color Tree Creations digital kit as well. And it was one of my little oopsie papers, so I just cut it out, added it as an embellishment. My apologies for the lighting. I don't have my other lamp on the other side. So here's another one of her printables, kind of like the ephemera page. Little flip up. I believe this one is coffee for sure. That one really turned out really grungy and splotchy. Here is a bigger kind of postcard looking one from the digital kit. Just added it in there. And this is old 1938 music paper, so it's very, very fragile, but it looks so pretty. There's another one of those little ruffles that I made, and there's tulle behind that as well. It's just invoice kind of paper. And I made a little pocket right there, added 2 little tags, and another one of those tea bag tabs. I don't know what they're called. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. William Shakespeare. This is from tea that is supposed to help you sleep. So every now and then I need to have some of that to help me sleep. This is a little note card. It's just plain. Just kind of covers up some of the writing that's on here. There's the tie-off strings. Here's another one of my paper clips that I put together using one of the oopsie papers. And just a little bit of extra string from when I was doing the signatures. I actually, when I was printing out the images of this digital kit, I accidentally printed the same side twice, so it was like really interesting double images. I'm learning slowly the printer and how it works. Here's another little pocket. This is actually like a placemat, I think, like a paper placemat, and I have a whole bunch of them. I think when I was out somewhere, I asked if I could have a couple, and they gave me a whole bunch. Here's a little envelope that comes into the digital kit, and I just added some coffee stained paper. And this is another one of those little pockets, or flips, whatever you want to call them. Here is another little pocket. I just had to fold the placemat so it was smaller, so I just tucked in something in there. This is sewed around the edges, and just some more of that oopsie paper glued on the back. And this is just a coffee stained, tea stained envelope with, excuse me, some lined paper. Sorry, that sounds terrible. Some lined paper in there that I had, I think tea stained that one. I usually use tea mostly because coffee's very, I love coffee, but it's very strong smelling. And there's another little bird paper clip. This is one of my favorite images. I just couldn't cut it, so I was like, I'm just going to fold it. And there's that side. That one has a little fish, and those are kind of neat little birdies. I think they had those in Newfoundland where I lived, or something similar. They burrow in the side of the bank by the river. Here's a little tuck. And I had to add one of those in there. Here's another one of those paper clips that I made. It's nothing too fancy, but I had to think of how I was going to make them. I'd love to make a whole batch of them. Then it won't be so hard, I think, to try making them. Here's some tracing paper, added tracing paper ruffle And there's more of that tulle underneath. A little tuck with some extra journaling cards. This was from Color Tree Creations. I'm not too sure if it was from the bird song or if it was the freebie or the free thing that I got from her, or I won from her. And then this is another one that I think that was on the what I had won. And those are just diner tickets, or diner, I can't remember what they're called. Here's another one with some other stuff from the kit. And I took a little bit of homemade paper and made it so I could tuck underneath there. Just a piece of tea stained paper in there. And this came from the kit. That one is so pretty. I was debating, should I put this on the front? Should I not? Should I? So it ended up inside the journal. Here's another one. So tickets, and I put some lace underneath this one. Some little snippets of whatever is left over. There's another one of the banners from the kit Birdsong. Here's the other piece from the front and back cover. And just added one of the postcards. And a butterfly. There's a die to cut that one out. That. And that is the end of this journal. And I really like how this one feels, and it lays quite flat. I really like that. I haven't counted how many pages are in it. I really should. But I definitely have exceeded the minimum of 50 pages, I'm sure, front and back. Well, I hope you enjoyed the journal flip. I'm sorry if it ended up being a little long. This video won't be up until she has received this journal, just because I don't want to spoil the surprise. I have shared some snippets of little progress of what I was doing on Instagram and Facebook, which I have set up as the name of Pink Ribbon Dragonfly Studio. So if you'd like to go and check those out, that would be great. I'm going to show you some of the images from that digital kit from Color Tree Creations called Birdsong. I'm just going to use my tablet to show you. So here is some of them. And there we go. That one didn't want to load. Okay, and I'll show you another one. Come on. It's got to think a little bit. The other one doesn't want to load. There we go. And then there is the ephemera, and also like the envelopes and these little banners. I used those. I think I used everything except for this, which I'd like to actually go and have it laser printed like staples. So I think that's what I'll do. I'd love to alter a book, and it's called Wings, so it would be so perfect if I could use this. And is that. And then with this one, I actually photocopied it so I could have more. And so that's what I did with that. It is a wonderful kit. She has other ones too. So I'll share her Etsy link. And if you're interested, and she has a YouTube page, and I'll share that as well. So a shout out to Angie. Thank you very much. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of seeing what I've been working on. And now I think I am just going to kind of take a little bit of a break maybe from making journals and start doing some embellishments and other little creations, maybe make some more cards and stuff. I've already made 2 journals this year. I would really like to make another one out of this fabric. I think I may start a cover and then see what happens with that. I also have this Saturday, I have, well, this might be posted after. So on February 17th, I'm doing I'm performing at a talent show in my town, or my city where I live. So I'm really excited for that. So I've been busy doing that and practicing and making sure that I don't screw up on stage, because I play guitar and I sing. So I have that coming up. So yeah, I think I've been really quite busy. And then, of course, being a mom, stay at home, and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'll stop gabbing, and I will see you guys next time in another video. And make sure, if you stop by my channel, subscribe, leave a comment to say hi. And also, if you do any videos, I will subscribe back to you. I will for sure. And if you're Canadian, check out Junk Journals Canada. It'd be great to see you there. Until next time, take care and much love. Bye.